close your eyes. Arrive at your practice. And feel your sitting bones connecting to the earth. Feel the length in the spine. Feel the breath as it flows through you. And feel the energy, the vibration of this community that has formed over this time as well. Let the chin and the jaw soften and the cheeks and the eyes relax. Welcome, Medders and Cindy. Notice where and how the breath is breathing you into this practice, breathing you into this moment, breathing you into this morning. And take in whatever sensations or energies, emotions, thoughts are here. Let them all be here. We begin again each morning with whatever is here. And if you have an intention for this practice, a word or a phrase to guide you through, affirm that to yourself now. And bring the hands together in front of the heart and just rub the palms together, making this connection, this awakening energy, sighing out a few times. And then letting the thumbs come right to the heart center, and we'll vibrate the sound of Om 3 times and let it begin from deep in the belly and rise up through the body and leave through the lips. And we'll share this vibration as we join together this morning. Inhale deeply. And seal your intention in this vibration of the community. And then we'll begin to move the energy from the ground up, starting with the root chakra. So just feel your sitting bones rooting into the earth. You can keep your eyes closed for a little bit or open your eyes and bring your hands right up to your shoulders. And as you feel your sitting bones in the mat, inhale, lift your knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back to the shoulders, lower the knees. We're just going to start right at the base, right here at the floor, and move energy up. So you can do this a little more rapidly. Inhale up, exhale down. Go at your pace. Inhale and exhale through the nose if you can. Three more. Bring the hands down, notice that, and just bring the hands by your sides. And we're just going to use the fingertips in the mat to lift the sitting bones off the mat just an inch or two, and then drop down. So kind of drop yourself on the mat. Do that about 8 times. Don't lift yourself too high. If it feels really jarring, just pretend to lift yourself. So just kind of jarring that energy right at the base, waking it up if anything is stagnant, our right to be here, take up space, to feel okay in our bodies. 2 more. The root chakra. And then settle down. Whew. Notice that. Bring your attention now to the navel point, just below the belly button, and start to make your circles. We do these a lot. So just feel how that is today with an attention to the second chakra, Svadhisthana, one's own place. Your creative and emotional flow. This is where pleasure and enjoyment resides. If you're ever feeling like you're just not enjoying things, there might be some stuck energy here. And then circle in the other direction. Also, you're right to feel, to have emotions and to process them and to feel, not to feel ashamed of emotions, not to hold them down, right? So circle around, Svadhisthana. And then come to the center. Nice and tall, hands to the ribs, Manipura, the solar plexus. Start to circle here. It's pretty rigid. Your right to act, right? Your will and determination. Keep your hands on your ribs as you feel this, and then reverse the circle. Good. Nice. And then stop circling and just place your hands over your ribs and feel the breath expand and contract in the ribs. Open and then soften as if you were fanning a fire, like bellows, right? So imagine bellows, and this is the fire within you, the fire in your belly. So we want to light it, not have it burn out of control, but have it support us as we move in the direction we choose. Good. And then bring your arms forward. Turn your right palm up, your left palm down, and pump your hands. Open and close your hands. We'll get into the heart chakra, and the hands are considered an extension of the heart chakra. Now turn your right palm down, your left palm up. Keep pumping. Good. And then palms face each other. You might feel a little energy between them, and open your heart. Elbows are soft. Draw the heart forward as if you could bring the backs of the hands towards each other, and then round the back, chin to the chest. Inhale, open. Good. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, and this time keep the arms open, clasp the hands behind you, knuckles to the mat, lift your heart, drop the shoulders, and just feel energy around the heart. Can you pull the belly towards the spine? Woof, and then release. Good. Fifth chakra, the throat. So heart chakra, love, gratitude. Anahata means unstruck, unhurt. Now we come to the fifth. Interlace your fingers under your chin. This is the neck and the jaw and the shoulders. And when you inhale, lift the elbows, lift your chin, look up. And when you exhale, drop your elbows, drop your chin. So we're going to pump again. Inhale up, exhale down. See if you can bring the breath to the back of the throat. Making kind of a Darth Vader-y sound. Inhale up, exhale down. Just pumping energy through the throat. You can always do this with an open mouth too. About 3 more. Good. Pause here. Feel energy around this area of the body and rub your palms together again. And place your hands over your eyes with your fingertips right at the third eye point. And just bathe your eyes in darkness, the fifth chakra. So the fifth chakra was the throat, truth and communication. Now we move to the sixth, intuition and knowing. And just move your closed eyes, just move your eyeballs over to the right, behind closed lids, right? Over to the left. Move them up, move them down. And then really slowly take the hands away from the eyes, letting light in pretty slowly. You can keep the eyes closed, or you can open them, interlace the fingers, bring them to the base of the skull. And on your inhale, just reach the arms overhead, putting space above the crown of the head, the seventh chakra. Good. Hands to the base of the skull, reach up, just moving energy beyond the skull, this collective consciousness, the subconscious, the connection to the divine, awareness itself. And then reach the arms up, separate the fingers, and let the fingertips come to touch down. And just take your attention from the tip of the tailbone and spiral your attention up the spine, all the way to the crown of the head and even beyond the crown of the head. And then when you're ready, stand up. So take your time to stand up. Hopefully the energy is flowing. You feel a little bit radiant, maybe vibrating this morning. And step your feet wide. I'm going to step to the long edge of my mat, but you don't have to. You can step in any direction that makes sense to you and reach the arms up. On your exhale, bend the knees, bring the wrists together. On your inhale, lift up again. I'll turn to the side. The hips go just a little bit behind the heels, and we warm up the legs. We're warming up the body, connecting movement from the earth up to the sky. And just do this a few times. You can imagine, if you want, that you're gathering flowers. This is often called sunflower, like you're gathering flowers and just tossing them out to each other. Do about 4 more just like this. Feel the legs firming up, warming up. And then come back to the center. Reach the arms up and hold some big ball of energy, maybe the full moon, and reach over to the right. Bend your knees, take that full moon forward and around and over. Might be the sun. So if you want cooling energy, hold the moon. If you want warming energy, hold the sun. Reach up, good. One more time in this direction, come down and around. And then just as if the wind has changed, reverse your direction. Reach over, down and around, up and over and down and around. Come back to the center. Interlace your fingers. Inhale here. On your exhale, bend your knees, drop the body forward, and let out a big ha sound like this. Ha. Inhale, lift up. Hopefully, Robbie, you have enough room to do this without hitting anything that's being packed. And do about 4 more of these. Inhale, reach the arms up. Just let energy flow through the body. Heel toe the feet together. Step to the top of the mat, hands to the heart. Pause here. Intention here at the heart. Reach the arms up and over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the weight slightly to the balls of the feet and feel the backs of the legs wake up. Nod your head, yes. Slide the head side to side. Walk the feet back to your plank. Find your strength. Good. Imagine pulling the heels of the hands to the toes. Back of the neck is long. Look just a few inches forward. And then you can bring the knees down or leave them up. You can lower to the mat or towards the mat. And then reveal your heart either in Sphinx, Up Dog, or Cobra. And on your exhale, come back to Downward Facing Dog. Heels melt down. First down dog of the practice. Pedal your feet, rock the hips. Let out some sounds. Lift your right leg up. Give yourself really good wake up kicks and sounds here. Heel to the thigh or to the buttock and lift your knee. Square the shoulders, lengthen back. Square the hips, place the right foot down. Find your way into down dog and lengthen the spine a little more. Lift the left leg up and give yourself wake up kicks with wake up sounds. What a great way to wake up. And then heel to the buttock, lift the hip. Everything else stays pretty much the same. The head is hanging. Square the hips, lower that foot, look between the hands. Walk or float the feet to the hands, lift up halfway and fold forward. Press your feet into the earth, sweep the arms up and over your head. Hands come into the heart. Pause here. You can bring the feet as close together as you'd like. We're coming to Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. So drop the hips, tailbone long, lift your heart. Reach the arms up by your ears. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold again. Plant the hands. Walk or float the feet back. Lower down. Lift your heart. Downward facing dog. And from down dog, the right foot comes between the hands. The left foot roots down. Reach up to warrior one. Inhale, takes the arms up. Let's stay here for an extra breath this first round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms reach up, and on your exhale, hands come down. Front foot meets the back. Melt down. To or towards the mat. Heart lifts. Downward facing dog. Left foot comes between the hands. Right heel roots down. Reach the arms up and overhead. Stay here for an extra breath. Feel your strength. Feel your roots. Feel the lift. Strong and steady in warrior one. And then the hands come down. Front foot meets the back. Melt down to the mat. Lift your heart. Downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Look between the hands, walk or float the feet between the hands. Lift up halfway, fold forward, drop the hips, come to Utkatasana. Reach the arms up. Lengthen the legs, hands to the heart. Let's do another one. We'll add on a couple of things. Sink down, Utkatasana. Hands to the heart, gently twist to the right. You could bring the left tricep to the outside of the right leg. Come back to the center. Gently twist to the left. Right tricep to the outside of the leg, perhaps. Come back to the center. Fold forward. Lift up halfway. Fold again. Plant the hands. Walk or float the feet back. Melt down. Lift your heart. Downward facing dog. Right foot comes between the hands. Root the left heel down. Reach up to warrior one. Hands come on either side of the right foot. We flow and go in Surya Namaskar B. Right foot meets the left. Lower down. Lift the heart. Downward facing dog. Left foot comes between the hands. Right heel roots down. Reach the arms up. Vira one. Virabhadrasana one. Warrior one. Hands come down. Front foot meets the back. Melt down. Lift the heart. Downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Look between the hands. Walk or float the feet between the hands. Lift up halfway. Fold forward. Drop the hips. Utkatasana, chair pose. Stay here. Bring the hands to the heart. Shift the weight to the left foot and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Sit down, just adding on a little bit of flourish to our chair postures. Bring the right foot down. Stay in chair if you can. Come out if you need to. Shift the weight to the right foot and cross the left ankle over. One leg. Standing pigeon. Good. Place that foot down. Lengthen the legs. Reach the arms up. Hands come into the heart. Feeling all of this energy from your toes up to the crown of the head. And then turn to face the long end of the mat. Let's balance these intense sun salutations with the moon salutation, also to honor the full moon we've had this week. And also because everyone loves moon salutations. Reach the arms up and overhead. Inhale, and on your exhale, stretch over to the right, big crescent shape to the right. Inhale, come to the center. Exhale, crescent shape to the left. Inhale, come to the center. Separate the feet. Goddess pose. Sink the hips down. Hands come to the heart. Good. Lengthen the legs. Reach up. Big star shape. Turn your left toes to the long edge of the mat and open up into triangle pose. Open the heart. Lift up. Right leg just glides along the right hand glides along the right leg wherever it is, and then turn towards the foot and square the hips, coming to pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Bend your right knee, extend the left leg, come into a lunge, high or low, it's up to you. And then staying as low as you'd like or coming as high as you'd like, walk to the long edge of the mat, scooch over to the other side until the hands come on either side of the left foot. And you find yourself in your lunge again. Good. From here, drag the back foot in, come back to pyramid. Let the head drop towards the left leg. Good. Turn the right toes to the long edge of the mat. The left arm just glides along the left leg. Right arm reaches you up. Utthita Trikonasana. Good. Come back up to the center. Big star shape. Sink down, goddess pose. Big squat. Good. Feet come together. Reach the arms up. Crescent shape over to the left. Come back to the center. Crescent shape over to the right. Come back to the center. Hands to the heart. We've got to go back the other way to finish all of the cycles of the moon. Reach the arms up. Stretch over to the left. Come back to the center. Stretch over to the right. Come back to the center. Step the feet wide. Come into your goddess squat. Sink down. Lengthen the leg. Big star shape. Right toes to the long edge of the mat. Open up Utthita Trikonasana to that left leg. Lift your heart. Feel the space. Good. Turn towards the left leg. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Let the head drop. Bend the left knee. Extend the right leg. Come into your lunge. Walk around to the other end of the mat until the hands are on either side of the right foot. We find ourselves in lunge again. Bring the left leg in, pyramid pose. Head drops down. And then turn the left toes to the long edge of the mat. Right arm down, reach the arm up. Open up, Utthita Trikonasana. Good. Press your feet into the mat. Come back to a big star shape. And then sink down, big strong legs. Got to squat. Good. Come back up, bring the feet together. Crescent shape to the right. Come back to the center. Crescent shape to the left. Come back to the center, hands to the heart. Pause for a moment and just notice. We still move a lot in moon salutation, but there's a different quality to the energy versus sun salutation. Just let the breath settle. Arms by your sides. And we have a birthday posture that was requested by 2 birthday people. So root your weight in your right leg. Open up your left knee, hands to the heart. And then lift your left knee. Good. Bring it in and bring it out a couple of times. So we're coming to Vrikshasana, or tree posture, and saying happy birthday to Christina and Susie. Good. Open up the knee and bring the foot to the calf or the thigh, just not the knee, and press the foot into the leg, and press the leg into the foot, and root down, and feel strong and rooted like a tree, and grow tall. So we often think about tree as this great posture for balancing the root chakra, but really take your energy up through all of the chakras and reaching for the sky. So even that energy out of the crown of the head. Grow into any kind of tree that resonates with you. Maybe there's a tree you love, and just bring that tree to your attention. Be that tree. Wobble, come in and out, smile either way. And then gently return to both feet on the floor. Feel yourself rooted on your own 2 feet, steady and strong. Hands to the heart. Shift the weight and root into the left foot. Open up the right knee and lift that right knee up. So first we'll work just in the hip a little bit. Bring the knee forward and then open. Good. Bring the knee forward and open. Nice. Good. Bring the knee forward. Open, place the foot. Maybe today the toes stay on the mat and the foot comes to the ankle or the calf or the thigh. Push the foot into the leg into the foot, hands to the heart. And reach the arms up and over your head if you'd like. Grow into this strong, resilient tree. Let the breath flow. If you're holding your breath, start to breathe. Root down, lift up, nice and tall. Good. Let yourself wobble. If you come out, come back in. Good. Nice. And then root that foot down, hands to the heart. Pause here. Step to the top of your mat. Reach the arms up and over your head. Lengthen the spine. Lift the heart. Fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, surrender. Take each elbow in the opposite hand and just sway a little bit. And if you tend to swing in or push the weight into the heels, come forward a little bit. Good. Fingertips to the mat, lift the heart. Fold again. Find your way to plank and stay in your plank for 3 breaths, just 3. Any plank you'd like. Lifting the back of the heart, pulling the belly to the spine, making sure the head's not dropping. And then lower all the way to the belly. Untuck your toes, reach your arms back by your sides, and lift the upper and lower body for Shalabhasana or locust pose. Good. Pull the shoulder blades towards each other. Maybe you even clasp the hands behind you. Just see how that goes for 3 more breaths. And then lower down. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Lift up to a tabletop position. Toes together, knees apart. Hips come back. Stretch to child's pose. Walk the fingertips out and forward. Hips to the heels. Feel space come into the body. And just let yourself move your attention throughout the body. If there's a certain part of the body that needs your attention, pay attention to that and really feel into the experience that's happening at that part of the body. Let your attention be there. And then lengthen the body face down on the mat and turn over onto your back. We're going to come into Shavasana just for about a minute before we come into our seated meditation. So before we come into Shavasana, let's do a little twist. Arms out by the sides, lift your knees up, and you can rock side to side if that feels good. Or you can drop your knees to one side, hold them there for 3 breaths, and then move them to the other side. So just see what you want to do. Whatever you're doing, just make sure you come out even. And so if you've gone to one side and then the other, come back to the center, hug the knees in, flex your feet, find happy baby. Knees come into the armpits. Let out a sigh. And then extend the legs and have a little tantrum. I'm having a tantrum because this is my last class for a little while. It's a good tantrum. And then let yourself rest in Shavasana. And we're just going to stay here, not too long, but just as a way to collect ourselves, to come back and feel into your center, reconnect to your intention, and rest as being. This begins the integration of all that we've done, right? It becomes a part of you. The breath flows and the body rests. And we invite ourselves to be present with whatever is. And just take 8 more breaths here. And then begin to add some movement and just brush the tips of the thumbs across the fingers, circle the feet, circle the hands. Reach the arms up. Hug the knees in. Rock a little bit side to side. Then roll over to one side and just press yourself up slowly into a seated position. And find a seated position. You might even want to put a blanket underneath you. Find a seated position where you can stay for a few minutes. So if when you cross your legs, you know that's not going to work, then maybe you extend your legs or sit on your heels. You can always do meditation in a chair. If it's comfortable for you, let your eyes close again once you've found yourself in this seated position. Turn the palms to face the sky. You might feel the energy that's on the palms. Just open to whatever arises in the next few moments for this practice of simply paying attention on purpose. So the palms are open so that you are nice and open. Join the thumb and index finger together, Gyan Mudra, connecting to your inner guidance. Feeling the breath breathing you. Noticing What is present now? And it could be anything. There might be a thought, a sensation in the body. Perhaps there's emotional energy, a vibration, a memory. Whatever is here, take your attention to that. I'll just read to you as we begin a few words from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. And just let these words wash over you as you pay attention to whatever is here. Attend to the skin as a subtle boundary containing vastness. Enter that pulsing immensity. Discover that you are not separate from anything there. There is no inside. There is no outside. There is no other. No object to meditate upon that is not you. And set your attention free to explore the sensations in the physical body. Perhaps you feel into the hollow spaciousness of the mouth, the face and the head, the neck and the shoulders. Noticing the physical structure of the body and the energy body as well, the vibration, the radiance throughout. Taking your attention down the arms to the hands. Bringing your attention up to the collarbones and the notch between the collarbones. Feeling the heart rising and falling on the breath, the ribs expanding and softening, the belly stretching and relaxing. Sensing into the hips and the pelvis. The legs from the thigh bones down to the ankles and the feet and the toes. Sensing your skin. Sensing the muscle and the tissue below the skin. Feeling the heaviness of the bones. Taking in all that is here. All of the sensations that come and go. And asking, who is aware of all of these sensations? And feeling yourself as the awareness in which all of these sensations rise and fall away. Feeling yourself as awareness that is part of an even greater awareness of all things. Awareness itself. And just allow your attention to take in the inner landscape and expand to the space around you. Deepen and lengthen your breath, noticing what it feels like simply to pause and be with what's here just for a few moments. Roll your shoulders a little bit, wiggle the fingers, circle the hands on the wrists. Let the hands come together and just rub the palms across each other. Reawaken to this moment, return to your waking life. Maybe put a smile on your face as you greet this day ahead. Let the hands come to the heart. Is there an intention that you can take from this practice into the day? And if there is, affirm that to yourself. And thank yourself for showing up today and all the days that you will show up to your practice, and thank each other as well for the support we have in this community. Let's vibrate the sound of Om one time. Inhale deeply. Om. Thank you so much for waking up and showing up for yourselves and for each other. Time and time again, we come to the mat. We should not cease from exploration, and the end of our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know that place for the first time. T.S. Eliot, my favorite quote. Thank you so much. This completes our practice. Stick around and chat if you can. Namaste.